Good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, hi, I'm Anna. It's finally the weekend. This week has been so stressful. Not to start this off on a very negative note, but our dog had a little operation on Monday, and the whole week was basically taking care of her and worrying a lot. I mean, she was fine and she did so well, but still, it really is a lot on your brain and your feelings when your pet is going through something. So I'm so happy that we can finally relax this weekend. I just made myself my second coffee of the day because I already had a coffee in bed. And I started reading a new book. This morning I started Audition by Katie Kitamura. This is our book club read of the month. And I think our meeting is next Sunday, so a week from tomorrow. I mean, it's a short book. I'll be fine. I'm so excited to read this. So far this morning, I only read 8 pages because I do have plans, so I couldn't stay in bed for too long. But even these 8 pages, I have to say, I love her writing style. She wrote Intimacies, which was one of my favorite books in 2024. Intimacies is such a great novel. I love that book. So I was so excited when my book club chose this as our new read. This is about 2 people in Manhattan, and on the one hand, there's this young man, an attractive, troubling young, and the other character is a accomplished actress who's definitely older than the young man. I think it says that he could be her son. And they meet in this restaurant in Manhattan, and I haven't gotten any farther than that. So that's all I know. But as I've said, immediately I was back in Kitamura's writing style, and I'm so excited to see where this goes. Because already I like the combination of these 2 characters, and I'm curious to find out what they are to each other. I bought this last night, so after work I treated myself to a bit of book shopping. And I also got 2 other books, which I will show you in a second. But just to let you know, I had a voucher. I got a voucher for Christmas, and I was planning on buying the book club book with that voucher. And then I just realized that I completely forgot to use my voucher. So yay, I still have some credit to spend at the bookshop, but also I could have used that voucher because I spent almost 50 euros at the bookshop yesterday. So, but the other 2 books that I got were on my TBR, and I had been looking for them, and for some reason both were not that easy to find for different reasons. So yesterday when I went to the bookshop and they were just standing there, I knew that this was fate and I had to take them with me. So that's what I did. 2 books I definitely want to read in 2026. One of these books I randomly decided during the Christmas break that this would be a project for me, for myself in 2026. Sometimes I have these very sudden ideas for certain things I want to accomplish. I think it's called ADHD. Diagnosis pending, but either way, I think this is a great goal that I set for myself. So in 2026, I want to read The Odyssey. And I got the Emily Wilson translation, which was the translation I wanted. I did some research on different translations of The Odyssey, and the Emily Wilson one seems to be popular, but also, and this is no surprise, In academic circles, this translation has been neglected to a certain extent, and everyone now can leave a comment and guess what the reason is. 3, 2, 1, sexism. So I thought I would be a good feminist and read Emily Wilson's translation. I studied English literature, and when you study English literature, you encounter the Odyssey throughout your studies. And I know a lot about this story, but I've never read it. So I'm looking forward to having this whole experience rather than just knowing snippets in order to understand certain references that are made in literature, and just do some groundwork, some foundational work, some foundational reading. The other book that you encounter constantly when you study literature is the Bible. And luckily for me, luckily, well, I guess to a certain extent, I'm very familiar with the Bible due to my upbringing. So those references I usually got. And also, I have to say, those references I usually quite enjoyed. And especially when I think of reading East of Eden, I'm so happy that I could make these connections to the Bible. And hopefully, by reading the Odyssey, another world of references kind of opens up for me. So let's see. I know I keep saying that I'm very excited, but the next book I'm also very excited for. Because I'm reading my first ever Dostoevsky, and I chose the brothers Karamazov. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I have to talk to Chris because he speaks a little bit of Russian. This is The Brick of All Bricks. I thought I read big books in 2025, but now this one has entered the stage, and this edition clocks in at 985 pages. Also, my neighbor is watching me filming this, so this is so great. I feel like a proper YouTuber. Dostoevsky. I'm so excited. I'm very much in my reclaiming literature era. All of these books that always read very male to me in my head, I'm reclaiming these. I think reading East of Eden really flipped the switch for me. Something happened. As I've said in my favorite books, it changed me as a reader. So now I'm not that scared to read these books anymore, which is great. I'm very much a mood reader, and currently I'm thinking this will be the book after Audition, but let's see. I'm not quite sure. My mood might change. So those are the books that I bought, and I think for now I will put myself on a book buying ban because I'm going to Berlin at the end of March, and I usually do some book shopping there, and I still have so many books on my physical TBR, and I'm always trying to not let it escalate too much. So book buying ban is in place as of now. I will finish my coffee, and then we're actually going to the thrift shop because we need some stuff for the kitchen. And also, I just want to browse a little bit. I haven't been to this particular thrift shop in forever. So let's see, maybe I can find a nice coffee mug and some trinkets. We love trinkets. Yeah, that's the plan. And then I will check in with you this afternoon. See you later. I hope I don't look too wild. I just took a 2-hour nap because what else is there to do on a Saturday afternoon? It's now dark outside, so sorry about the lighting. I wanted to do a little DIY project. I have some pictures that I wanted to frame. I have these from a photo booth that Remy and I went to in December. And then I also have two little Polaroids that I have been meaning to frame for forever. And I got these frames, and then yesterday I picked up some felt, some red felt and some blue felt, because my plan is to put these in the frames to have them as a background and then put the pictures on top of them. And I thought the red one would go quite nicely with the black and white pictures, and then the other pictures will go on this blue piece of felt. That's the plan. Let's see. I hope it works. I hope this is not too thick for the frames. I might have to improvise a little bit. We'll see. And that's what I'll be doing now. And then I have to go and do a food shop. Just a quickie though, just for today and tomorrow. And then tonight I have scheduled some me time. I put it in my calendar. And I am planning on watching a film. I already have two options that I came up with during this week. Because similar to reading, I'm very much a mood watcher, and I am in the mood to watch either 500 Days of Summer, which is one of my all-time favorite films, and I haven't seen it in, I can't remember when I last watched it, actually. Or I might rewatch Bringing Up Baby, which is a screwball comedy, if not the screwball comedy, with Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, and I haven't seen it in at least 10 years. If you've never seen that one, definitely check it out. Highly recommend Bringing Up Baby. It's so good. But now I will start on my little DIY project. Maybe put on some YouTube as well. Quick reading update. I am on page 49, which is the beginning of chapter 4. So not that far along, but I just wanted to update because I'm already so in love with this book. I just love her writing style. It's so good. The way she talks about relationships is just so realistic, yet written in a very poetic way. I've already highlighted so many passages. I also love the way that she talks about language. In her other book, Intimacies, the main character is actually a translator, and language plays a huge role in that book. And also in this one, she keeps coming back to observations that she makes about language, and I just love it. I'm so excited to keep reading this. I also think her writing style is very sexy, so if you're looking for a sexy book, I mean, this is not necessarily a sexy book. I'm just saying her writing style is very sensual. Katie Kitamura. I think I want to be a Katie Kitamura completionist, so I have to look up her other works. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for my friend to get here because we're having a Film afternoon, a typical film afternoon on a Sunday. We are planning on watching The Piano Teacher. Just a lovely, cozy film for a Sunday afternoon, you know? If you don't know, The Piano Teacher is a film by Michael Haneke, and it is based on Elfriede Jelinek's novel, The Piano Teacher. And both Elfriede Jelinek and Michael Haneke, they're both Austrian. But I think the film originally is in French, so there will be subtitles. But if you're looking for either a disturbing film or a disturbing novel, you get the best of both worlds. And you can even read the book and then watch the film and be disturbed twice. So that's always good. If you choose to watch or read either, watch the film or read the book, please just do a content warning check. This is me telling you to please check for that because there are so many triggering things in this story that I don't want you to go in without any warning. But I am excited to watch the film. I think I never watched the entire film actually. I watched snippets for a university seminar that I did on sexual violence in literature. So, just to give you an idea. And I can't wait to have a massive cup of coffee as well and just get cozy on the sofa. I just got home and I will make another coffee, a decaf coffee though. I also got myself a little cinnamon bun. I had therapy, which was good. Nothing too challenging today, which I am grateful for. And then I went to the shops. I had to get some things from the drugstore, and yeah, that's it. Tonight I am actually going to a concert, a classical piano concert. The students of the music university, I'm not quite sure if it's just for music or also for other art, but they are taking their exams at the moment, which means every Monday you can go to a concert that is an exam for free at this beautiful location, which I've never been to. I only know it from the outside. Tonight I will finally see the inside. It's so funny because yesterday we watched The Piano Teacher and today I'm going to a piano concert. That's the only parallel that I need in my life to this film. Just saying. But I'm going with my colleague, or one of my colleagues, and I'm very excited. For now, I will just make my coffee, do some journaling, because that's what I like to do after a therapy session, just to conclude the session for myself and reflect on it. And then I have to leave. Good morning. I have to leave for work, but I wanted to wrap up the vlog. It's currently Tuesday morning, which means the weekend is very much over. Last night, we couldn't get into the concert that we wanted to go to because there were so many people. And apparently, they only reserved 70 seats for this concert, even though the venue holds over 600 people usually. Which I understand it is an exam, and whoever is doing his exam, the piano player, um, I would feel bad for them if they had to play in front of 600 people. So it's fine. But there were so many people waiting outside trying to get in. Apparently, a lot of people posted about it on social media, so now it's very much not a hidden gem anymore to go to these concerts. It's fine. We just went to dinner instead, which was also nice. And now I have to go back to work because on Mondays I'm off, but on Tuesdays I have to go back into the office, which is fine. I'm excited to go to the office. Little reading update also. I hope you can see this. I am now on part 2 of the book, pretty much halfway through, and I like it. I don't have that much to say, but I'm having a good time with this book, and I'm curious to see where it goes in the second part. I'm also very excited for our book club discussion on Sunday. And since the book club is on Sunday, I will definitely finish this book this week, probably in the next few days. And then maybe I can update you in the next weekend vlog. I hope you had a nice time. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I would be so happy if you left a thumbs up and also if you subscribe to the channel. And then I will be seeing you the next time. Bye!